This is an additional video for the Unit 7 Whiteboard review. The first video goes through all problems on the Math 3 Unit 7 Whiteboard review. But we are going to take a look at number 11 and 12 to find a different method on how to write the equation of a parabola. Without having to derive from the distance formula or the definition. So we're going to write the equation of a parabola using the graph and some information from the graph. We're going to use the vertex and the c value. We'll have to find the 4c value in order to write the equation. So first of all, I know it's a y equals directrix, which means my equation's also going to be a y equals equation. But let's take a look at the graph to make sure we know that our parabola is either going to open up or down. My focus is at 3, 0. My directrix is at y equals 4. So that's a horizontal line through the y value of 4. So these are the two pieces of information the question gives me. And to find the vertex, we are going to find the point that is directly in between your focus and your directrix. So the focus and directrix are 4 apart from each other. If I go up 4 from the focus, I can get to the directrix, which means halfway would be my vertex. And my vertex in this case is 3, 2, because that's up 2 to get to my vertex, and then up 2 more to get to my directrix. So the distance between both the vertex and the directrix and the vertex and the focus is equal to 2. Now your vertex always has to open toward your focus. So this parabola is going to open down toward the focus. If you have a parabola that either opens up or down, it's going to be a y equals parabola. If you have a parabola that opens left or right, that's going to be an x equals, but that's not going to be this one because this one opens down. So up or down is y. If it's down specifically, then you're going to have a negative a value. Now we can find our a value by doing 1 over 4c, but I put a negative out in front here just to remind myself that my c should be negative, but I'm just going to put the negative there so that I remember that this opens down. All right, then in vertex form, I have my a value, which is 1 over 4c. And then I have x minus h squared plus k, where h and k stands for the vertex. So on this specific problem, my vertex is 3, 2. So my h value is 3, my y value, or my k value is 2. In a minute, we're going to plug those in for h and k. But first, let's find our c value. You must know where to find c and what it represents. C is the distance from our vertex to our focus. So this distance between these 2 points, from 3, 0 to 3, 2, is a distance of 2 apart. So C is the distance between the vertex and the focus, which is 2. If C is 2, we want to find what 4C equals, because that's this part is right here. So 4 times C, which is 2, is equal to 8. So 4C is 4 times 2, which equals 8. So my equation opens down, so I want that negative out in front. 4 times 2 is 8, so 1 over 8. I'm going to plug in my h. which is 3. Plug in my k, which is 2. So I have y equals -1/8 times x minus 3 squared plus 2. And that's the equation of this parabola. Now we're going to do another one on number 12. So we graph the information that we already have. My focus is at -4, 3. My directrix is x equals -6. Goes through the x value of -6. If your directrix is x equals, then your equation will also be x equals. Which means my x and my y have switched places. If my x and my y switch places, my h and my k have to switch places. So this is y minus k squared plus h. My vertex is still h comma k. And I need to figure out what that is based off of the information that I'm already given. And I need to find c. I don't know c yet because I don't know what my vertex is. So let's find the vertex. The focus is 2 away from the directrix. So these are 2 apart from each other, which means right in the middle of them is the vertex. So this opens to the right-hand side because it has to open toward the focus. It's looking at the focus. This point for the vertex, right in the middle of -4, 3 and x equals -6, so in between -4 and -6, we have -5. This point is -5, 3. Okay, so -5, 3 is my vertex. My c value is the distance from my vertex to my focus. Those are only 1 apart from each other, so c equals 1. If c equals 1, for c is 4 times c, which is 4 times 1, which equals 4. Now, let's check to see if this is a positive or a negative a value. X equals means it opens either left or right. Left would be a negative a value because it opens to the negative x values. Right would be a positive a value because it opens toward the positive x values. Since this one opens to the right, it's a positive a value, so I'm not going to put a minus sign in front of that. We know that 4c equals 4, so we're going to put a 4 in instead of 4c. We know our k value is 3, so this should be y minus 3 squared. And our h value is -5, so when I add a -5, that's really the same as -5. So my equation is x equals 1/4 times y minus 3 squared minus 5. Please watch the other video to see the rest of the solutions for the whiteboard review.